Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Lotteries, Career, Business, Casino, Financial Speculations, basically including your job and also including your business. And this is for you coming from Aquarius. Now I'm going to shuffle my Kabbalistic tarot cards, and the first thing I'm going to talk to you briefly is about the month of November, the first 15 days regarding your job. So let's see what happens for you coming from Aquarius. The possibilities are very good to change a job, it says in the first 15 days, but try to lower your exposure to risk. Don't do it for the sake of short-term gains, it says in the first 15 days if you're looking for a new job. In your ongoing job, you may have some kind of opposition or confrontation. It's only going to be 15 days of November. So don't be in too much of a hurry of wanting to go to extremes of changing a job. Now I'm going to shuffle the cards again, and I'm going to talk to you about your business area in case you are a business person. And this card says that you have many opportunities that come unexpectedly and suddenly. And these opportunities have got to do with plenty of gain as well. The only downside is exposure to risk. So tell yourself that, is it necessary to go into new ventures or into new partnerships? If it's not necessary, go it the way you are still doing it as it is, and it'll be good enough. But if you feel that you want to have a surge of energy, then a certain element of risk is going to be involved in the first 15 days. Now I want to talk to you about your general finances for the first 15 days for you coming from Aquarius. Your general finances are good. It's a good card. It says you have enough. Why take the risk to venture into areas that might trap you? So stay with whatever you are doing in business. Stay with the job that you have. The situation seems to be good. There may be some hurdles and some obstacles in job area and business area as well, but it's good enough to stay as you are. Now, before I go into the area of, I'm going to go to your last 15 days, sorry. And your last 15 days, I'm going to shuffle again and talk to you about your job. So for your last 15 days of November, for you coming from Aquarius, where your job is concerned and the situation turns against you very badly, that's how a month can change. First 15 days, quite receptive and helpful. Last 15 days, opposition with your bosses, difficulty with the people you are working with, all kinds of hassles are seen, and the problems can be stretched to even breaking point. So tell yourself the last 15 days of November are going to be a big effort. You need a big effort to keep things in order, and don't go to the extremes of showing your temper especially. So problems in your last 15 days where job is concerned. Now I'm going to talk to you about business in the last 15 days. It says there is no room of energy in finances for you to go chasing for anything new. It's as simple as that. So any form of expansion is not encouraged in the last 15 days. And tell yourself that if you are looking for new partnerships, they will come complicated, they will be demanding too much from you. So just go slow in the last 15 days where business is concerned. Whatever you have in your hands is worthwhile doing enough. Now let me talk to you about your financial situation in a general sense for the last 15 days. Well, it says that mistakes you have made in the past, you'll have to pay for it in the last 15 days, whether in job, whether in business. And money will be going out more than money coming in the last 15 days. So the last thing you want to do is to go on a spree in business to invest, don't. And in job, tell yourself that you need to work very hard to keep the job. That way your finances will remain very steady for you. Okay? Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages for the month of November, the whole month of November. And your lucky ages for you coming from Aquarius, there will be, there's a vendor selling something outside. And so your lucky ages for this month of November, for you coming from Aries, from this card, if you happen to be the ages of 17 or 26, or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or 71. You're going to be one very lucky person, whether chasing for the romance, whether chasing for the marriage, make it better, whether wanting to be better off in your job to improve it, whether in business to move forward and venture. So you will be very lucky if you're of these ages which I've mentioned in all areas of your life. If you're not of these ages, you'll need to one day have a 90-minute session with me. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life. That's going to be based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, but more about that later. Now I'm going to pull the next card, which will have to do with your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S, in the month of November, for you coming from Aquarius. And your lucky dates mentioned from this card are the 4th, the 13th, and the 22nd. The 4th, 13th, and 22nd are going to be very powerful dates for you, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Whether it's a question of buying lotteries, whether it's a question of helping yourself in job or in business, use the 4th, 13th, and the 22nd, and the 31st of November to your benefit as much as you can. Bookmark these dates. Now I'm coming to your area of lotteries. Now what I've done some homework for you, and I've got the 9 planets movement in the month of November, and I've tracked them. I've divided the 9 planets into 2 groups. The first one with 4 planets, the second one with 5 planets. And in the first 4 planets, I tracked them, and I found that the numbers that they would give for you in my notes here would be, that would be lucky for you for lotteries, would be the number 4, 13, 22, 31, 40, 49, or 58. So this is one set of numbers from the first group of 4 planets. Then I went to the group of the 5 planets, and the numbers which I got according to my notes are the number 3, 12, 21, 30, 39, 48, 57. So that was using Kabbalistic astrology to track the planet movement for you coming from Aquarius, the movement of planets in the month of November. I'm going to give you a 3rd set of numbers, and I'm going to use the tarot card for that. And I'm going to pull this card for you coming from Aquarius. Well, there are many planets here, and the ones I'm going to choose will attract me to this number, to these numbers. The number 6, 15, 24, 33, 42, 51, or even 60. So these numbers are shown to me by the Kabbalistic Tarot. So you've got 3 sets of numbers. So what do you do? Well, firstly, I will tell you to start going to buy some paper, and the paper should be of your good colors. So if you have been to see me for a 90-minute session, you will know your good colors. If you haven't, then you won't know your good colors. So go and buy any color paper that you're comfortable with. And bring the paper home, like A4 size paper. And get a scissors and cut bits 2 inch by 2 inch. Cut many of these 2 inch by 2 inch from all this white paper that you have brought home. Okay? Now, each of this number that I've given you, for example, the number 4, the number 13, the number 22, each of these numbers. So on the first bit of the 2 inch by 2 inch, you will write one number. You write the number 4, and then you'll fold it up and put it on a table or on your bed, wherever you are doing this. And then you'll take another strip of paper 2 inch by 2 inch, and you'll write the number 13 and fold it up and put it there. So you will go through doing this with all the group numbers which I've given you, these 3 sets of numbers, and you'll have them in front of you all folded up. Now I will tell you that you've got to do this selection of numbers on your good days. And as I said, you will only know your good days if you have been to see me for a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD 50, but more about that later. In the meantime, do it on any days you're comfortable with. And I'll ask you to wear your best colors. Colors are very important, because when colors are on us, or whatever colors if the colors are on us wearing them, or whatever colors we contact in any form, we immediately open a channel of energy to planets. That's how the contact is made. Good colors, good planets, good luck. Bad colors, bad planets, bad luck. Simple as that. So for choosing the lotteries, I will ask you to wear your best colors, and you'll only know that if you come to see me for a visit. In the meantime, wear any colors that you're comfortable with. So now you'll have to face your best directions. Around the compass, around Earth, 9 planets have been surrounded Earth. And when you look left, you look right, you look straight, you look back, you'll be facing one planet or another. So I will do a compass for you based on your date of birth and time of birth. So you'll know your good directions and your bad directions. In the meantime, if you haven't been to see me, choose any direction that you're comfortable with. And you're ready to select your numbers. Now, how do we select numbers? We use the energy of our soul, S-O-U-L. Your fingerprints and your thumbprints, they don't belong to you, they belong to your soul. They are the code of your soul. They are the identification of your soul. Your soul doesn't have a name like you and me. So it's identified through the fingerprints and thumbprints. That's why while you are alive, nobody will have your fingerprints and thumbprints. So how do we activate the soul? Now you may have seen people when they meditate, they will do this or they will do this or they will do that. And when I ask them why, they don't know. They say their guru and their teacher taught them that. It's because you want to get your soul involved in the activity of the moment. And so in this case, we talk of lotteries. You can use this method also to lower stress, whether personal, romantic stress, marriage stress, whether business, job stress. Whenever you're not feeling well, you can't sleep, just get your thumb to your fingers. Now, which finger? For you coming from Aquarius, you have 2 choices. One is your middle finger and one is your little finger. The middle finger is generally known as the finger of Saturn, and the little finger is known as the finger of Mercury and Uranus. So you have these 2 possibilities. Try either of them, see which one you're more comfortable with, and use it to get into touch with your soul. For any reason, today you're listening to me for the reason of lotteries. So do that or do that, up to you. And what happens now? I would actually favor your little finger for the month of November. So do that, and you are now pressing your thumb to your little fingers, you're pressing your thumbprint to your fingerprints of the little fingers, and your soul is activated and energized and wants to now partake of what you're doing. That's what you have done, to call the soul to partake. And so for this exercise to win your lottery numbers, you do that. So you do that maybe for 30 seconds, maybe for a minute, or maybe for 2 minutes. Some people ask me, can I say a prayer in between then? I say, why not? So you do that, you focus on your numbers, on these bits of paper, you think of the lotteries, you meditate in that way. Meditate simply means to focus intensively for a length of time. So you do that, 30 seconds, 1 minute. And then you pick up one piece of paper that you have folded and you open it and you'll see a number that you wrote, that one number that you wrote. And you write it down on a piece of paper, you fold back this paper, you put it back in the pile and you shuffle it around. So if you need 5 numbers, you will do this 5 times. If you need 7 numbers, you will do it 7 times. If you need only 2 numbers, you will do it 2 times. And do it as often as you like. And so you will get your numbers that way. And you've got your numbers. And now you're going to buy them. Buying is the more important than the draw dates. The draw dates is for everybody in the world. If the lottery is going to be drawn on that date, it's the buying that is the more important and active for you. So you'll need to know your good days, when to go and buy, and you'll get to know them when you visit me for a 90-minute session. In the meantime, just go for any day that you're comfortable with. Make sure you wear the colors which you feel are lucky for you, and you go and buy. That's very important, the days especially. And when you buy, you must have your best colors, because when you have your good colors on you, you have opened a channel of energy to your best planets. If you have bad colors, then you open an energy channel to your bad planets. And you will buy your numbers that way. So that's the way to do it. Now, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And that's going to be based on your date of birth and your time of birth and looking at your palms. With all that information, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years. And I'll give you information in all areas of your life, your romance, your marriage, your family, your job, your business, your finances. And I'll go intensively into your health area. And I'll talk to you about calendar year by calendar year, age by age, intensively, all the information. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me an email, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and good luck.